Do you love the Premier League? Because I know I do. And here at the Footy Culture, we are here to bless you with an exclusive discount from our friends at Fubo TV, where you could stream all the Premier League matches live in 4K. Do you love watching Heung-min Son, Bukayo Saka, Manchester United? All of that is available to stream exclusively here in Canada on Fubo TV. So hit our link in the bio for that exclusive offer. Now let's get into the action.
What's up, guys? It's Jay Zinio here, and we're back with a very special episode of the Footy Culture. We're joined by two very special guests, two absolute ballers. You guys are footballers in the GTA. There's a good chance you know who these two lads are. We're joined by man like Raheem Rose, man like Coach Abs. Welcome, boys.
What's up?
Welcome.
Pleasure, man. It's a pleasure, man.
100%. Yeah, obviously, you guys have been balling for a long time, and your paths have crossed at so many different times throughout your footy career, whether at youth, university, you guys played together as well. But I want to take it back to the beginning a little bit. How did those humble beginnings, how did the love for the game start? What was your kind of first exposure to footy?
You go first. You almost. Like between both, honestly, me and Raheem have a long history, of course. We technically grew up together and playing this game, and from early 6 a.m. sessions to late 11 p.m., 12 a.m. sessions as well downtown, to sleeping over our friends' house. We can wake up at the same time and go train. It's a journey, right? And what can I say? The love of the game only grows as you train more as a young kid, right? So I think for me personally, I only really got into it at 14, 15, so kind of late. I think Raheem joined the soccer world earlier than me. But yeah, I think since we met, it was easy. Right when we met, it was an easy connection right there, and we knew what we both wanted, just to play at the highest level we can possibly get to, and yeah, man, pushing each other from a young age. That's what you remember. Every time we it's nonstop. Every time we see each other, something comes up from the past. So that's yeah.
You guys been boys for time.
For a long time. So let me give the history rundown.
Give us the rundown.
Tell us.
So you guys can read?
Yeah.
All right. So it was I think it was you. I was either U12 or U13. I was playing Spanish league since from I want to say grade 3 until grade 6. Then my Spanish league coach, George Aparicio, shout out to you, brought me to East York Dragons. East York Dragons tryout, and that's where I don't know if he was there that first year. He might have been.
I came the second or third year.
Okay, I was there, and it was far. I lived Jane Finch for the longest time, and my coach dropped me. He lived in Brampton, picked me up, dropped me. We were on this pitch, this random pitch. It was just on this hill, I swear to you, 2 soccer nets, grass, and then just a hill, and nothing around. And the coach was this really, really cool guy named Bert Lobo, and I forget the other man's name, the older guy.
My assistant coach.
He looked like Mario though.
Yeah.
But I forget him. Sick guy, no.
Yeah.
And I guess 2 years after I met Abs. And I if I'm being honest, I wasn't really good at soccer. I was a good individual athlete, but I didn't even. So that's why I said talk about my Man City. Everyone asked me.
He was good. I think he's just underfed.
No,
he was really
I wasn't.
You're being humble, right?
No. Okay, I'm being humble because of where I am now. But before, I didn't watch soccer. That's the biggest thing. So I don't think people who are good, 1v1, all those stuff. I don't think they're good at soccer. Guys who could think and play, And that's where he was good at. So I came and we had a coach come in and from Europe, and he's like, all right, everyone, we're gonna play a game, and this is we're 13. He's like, you're not allowed to take more than 2 touches. And I'm like, yeah, yo.
That stumped you.
I was
I take as many as I want
what's
usually.
going on? But then this guy was flying around, running around, passing the ball, moving, and doing all the. And obviously, because he's a Barca fan.
Yeah.
But
For him, it wasn't 2. It was 1 touch for him.
You've been techie from time.
From time, yeah, no. Abs was from I want to say you 15 to you. How long even you 20. He's like my first pick for a midfielder in Canada easily.
Are you guys the same age? Same year?
Yeah, 95.
95, okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying he's the GOAT 95.
My career didn't last that long, because that's one reason I didn't go up anymore.
Because these guys are 95s too. He's a 96.
Yeah.
Just us two.
Yeah.
Okay. Growing up, like, I got into watching soccer because I was always with him, and he was a Barca fan, and that's why, like, whatever, I started to learn more of soccer and watching, like, and how to play and learning and whatnot. And then obviously I ventured off into playing FIFA at my family's place. My family's like a basketball background, but like they had FIFA, and like whenever we played, obviously my black cousins chose Chelsea. I was like, I'm gonna choose Man City. I like this color. And then eventually, I learned a couple of players on the team, Neo, Balotelli, all those guys.
OG days, yeah.
Yeah, long ago. And that's when I'm like, okay, yeah, like, I guess I'll try to like follow a team.
Yeah.
But in regards to like playing and whatnot with him, like, it goes way back.
That's interesting though. You didn't watch footy. So did you have like were your boys playing footy as a kid? Like cousins?
No, that's the thing.
Basketball,
like,
right?
So my family's like a stats family. Like they know everything about everything. But like
trivia.
Like trivia. Yeah. So like my cousin would be like, oh, this player does this player played here, this player they won this and that. But like they don't, like, we never watched soccer.
Yeah.
So I was
just know about it.
They just know about it. And then I have two twin cousins, Toshin and Roshane, and like so that specific family, those guys played basketball for a long time. And my older cousin, he's a producer. He's like a music producer now. But he was like the coolest in our family.
Yeah.
So like he just knew, he was a 94. He knew everything about everything. And it's weird.
Yeah.
It's cool though, like that you hear different stories of how people started, watching or loving the sport. Like even James, like tell your story. He was a hockey guy when he was younger.
Yeah. I was into hockey for a time, and then obviously these guys, we used to play on the street. Right in front of his house, actually, there was 2 sewers that were literally perfectly placed as nets. We started running footy on the streets, and I was like, okay, I gotta pick a team. And that was like the time when Dortmund was just coming up. So they had Royce just joined, they had Götze, like they had that nice Champions League run. So I was like, all right, this is my team. I remember watching the games like on the streams because you couldn't find it on TV at that time. Then I was like, all right, this is my team, and I've just been kind of rolling with them ever since. Yeah, man. Wow.
Not many Dortmund fans around here, right?
Yeah, no, man. I don't get many Dortmund. A lot of bars, but on fun, man.
Too many bars.
We're hiding now, so we've been hiding for a while.
I'm curious. You said you play futsal or Spanish league futsal.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I love like hearing when guys play futsal, especially because like as a result they come out of it and they're like such techie ballers. Like, what did playing futsal in that environment? How did it help you to how you're playing now?
Well, like it's just like little. It's like it's weird because like even when I remember my tryout at East York, I'd pass the ball and guys would like fumble the ball, couldn't dribble or do any of those things, and I'm just like, hey, what's wrong with everyone?
That's so easy to me.
Yeah.
We got it. You're nice.
No, but mind you, like when I like in regards to like the switch to like 11v11 and futsal, like I would like try to sprint, dribble, rolling the ball, and my coach would be like, "What are you doing?"
It's different.
Like,
and you control like the ball with the bottom of your foot, right?
With the sole of my foot. But like I'm trying to do that like as a winger, full pace.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting anywhere, so like it was hard to switch. But the difference is like being able to play small spaces, man.
Yeah.
And like
For sure.
have someone on your back, you're not panicking, losing the ball with the touch and stuff like that. It's like that's why I say like if like for kids, like try and learn, try to find a team, and if you could start from there as a foundation, like it gets so much more easier.
100%.
It goes a long way.
You look at the most technical ballers of all time. A lot of them Brazilian.
Yeah.
All played futsal. R9, Robinho, Neymar, Vinny Jr.,
Dinho.
Zidane, right? Like they're street ballers first.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that's where you're learning the technical aspects of the game, like being able to get out of danger, get out of so many different situations. So 100%. Like I would recommend if you're a kid trying to make it in footy, like start in futsal for sure. 100%.
It's like it's a little dirty too. Like I kind of like football
Yeah,
because like
yeah.
you get in there, right? Like all this pretty soccer. If you start off young, like it doesn't help many players. You can see it like the best of the players that we see, like even here growing up, they've played futsal or in tournaments with older players. When you're 15, 16, you're getting kicked.
Pushed.
Yeah,
punched.
Yeah.
Like the worst of the
Yeah,
worst.
the worst.
Like I had a guy, shout out to Serge, but Serge,
Oh, shout
craziest, one of the craziest guys in like the soccer community. And
Trainer Surge?
no, he,
No.
I
Oh, okay.
He's
he's
like
like an older,
He's
yeah, he's
older.
like
He's
an
like-
owner
Oh,
status
okay,
or
okay.
something.
No, yeah.
Like
Okay.
everyone, like all the older guys, like that
Yeah.
played money tournaments or played in specific leagues to know him. And there's this tournament, like this is like when I was, I think, 19 or 20.
One with DMU.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no, that was a bad one.
So like whatever. I'm running around because like his older guy doesn't want to run, and like they're kicking me. I'm used to that stuff. But like I kick the ball out and he got a throw in, and like he's not looking at me, but like I'm in front of him, and then he like touches the ball in, and I go to take the ball, and he like tried to break my leg. I swear,
Holy shit.
I
Oh
swear
my
to you, and I
gosh.
was like, I got hurt, but I'm like, that's genius. Like it was insane. Like the way he did
Kudos
it.
to that.
Yeah, it's like, I'm like I did not see that coming, but like it's like not to that extent, but like
Mhm.
it's little stuff like
Yeah.
that you learn like playing indoor and
Yeah.
like definitely put you in like hard situations where you have to like gotta like man up and like get
Yeah.
it like
Yeah.
find solutions.
I think
essentially.
that tournament alone, like Serge must have hit like 20 players. Like honestly, and 5 of those hits were probably like to me. Like, it was crazy. Like he would be like, oh yeah, like get up, like he'd shake me, like he'd be like get up. And then when I'd get up, he'd like elbow me.
Push right back
I'm
down.
like, yo, he pushed me right back. I'm like, what is going on? This guy. That was my first that was the first money tournament I think that we played.
ever played.
Like it was like a reality check.
Yeah.
Like everyone just kicking each other. It was like I think it might have been only for $1,000.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is crazy. It was it was like eye opener, man. I'm like, we gotta practice for the next one now.
Yeah.
Real.
But that shows you like how big mentality is in the sport, right? Like you can be as good as you want, but then when someone's in your head, that's all you think about. You're thinking about where is he because he's gonna be right behind me, he's gonna hit me or something. So you're scared. So that obviously playing with little kids and futsal is like there's always two guys on you at all times. So it's like you're used to that stuff. So futsal, man, as a kid, you should definitely be in that.
For sure. No, I agree too. Futsal's
For sure. 100%. So you guys are playing at East York, like for how long? Until like what age?
So what, from U13 to like U17?
Yeah, I came at like 14, like that summer 14. Raheem left the year before me, so I know he's really good. So he left to an OYSL team.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, what they call now like it was level 3 then. We're playing in East York, and he left to an OYSL team, North Toronto, and I stayed at East York. I stayed in the gutter. You see, he left me alone. But it was,
Yo, come on, man.
yeah,
So I got that's the thing. I got a reality check. So that last year there was U16. I went to England for a tryout and
Where was the trial?
in Chingford, London. So like it was under this academy called Bailey's Elite, and like they were just connected to like teams like Leyton Orient, Tottenham, Chelsea and whatnot. And so it was me, an older guy, and 2 younger guys. And we went there. I'm training, and like guys my age are like, I'm like looking at these monsters, and I'm like, bro, what is this? And it's like the pace of the game was like insane. Like my touch was like, I was scared. I was scared. I was a 16-year-old boy. I thought, oh, soccer is the way it is in Canada, and it's like nothing. It's like night and day when you get to England.
Even athletically too, like they're way bigger, stronger.
Yeah.
faster, yeah.
Faster, stronger. Like their mentality is like, bro, who are you? Bro? Like, you stupid Canadian. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And
Like they're talking shit too.
Yeah, 100%. And like you're messing up, they're laughing, everyone's laughing, all those things. So like, yeah, no, I came back and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get better here at East York. So I went to North Toronto and Herman King, one of the sickest coaches in the GTA. He's a crazy African man, thick accent. But yeah, no, I went there and got better at soccer, and then from there it just went up.
Because you had a trial at West Brom.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Trial West Brom in grade 12, so was I 17. So that's the year when I went to, or the year before I went to North Toronto. And that's when like I honestly I think I played like 100 games in 1 year. I don't even know. Like, Raheem could tell
You're
you,
moving like Pedri.
this is the
That's why you're injured.
that's how I'm injured, man. Like I had to do that surgery.
It was crazy.
Like I played in like 3 different teams, and I don't know how that was allowed. Like I played with North Toronto. I played for another Turkish team called Attack Sports, and then I was squeezing in like East York games here and there somehow. Like, so then I guess like I that's when my game improved the most, and in grade 12 summers, I was 17, or sorry, in May, just before the school year ended, I got a trial in West Brom, and like that was like probably the craziest experience ever. So we tried out on their like training grounds, but the games that we played were at their stadium. And the weekend before we played at that game, Robin Van Persie scored 3 goals against West Brom when he was on Man U. I don't know if you remember that game when they tied 3-3.
I think I do. Yeah.
They tied 3-3. I'm pretty sure, and Van Persie scored like 3 goals. And like I'm like, yo, I'm about to step on the same field as Van Persie. Right? Like I'm like this, and I used to watch soccer a lot. Raheem could tell you, like I knew every player back then.
That's the only reason why I kind of started watching. Every time I was out of his house, he's like, "Yo, watch this, bro. Watch this.
It's either we're training or watching Barca game or some good team.
Guys, so watch soccer like crazy.
So yeah, like that was crazy. Just stepping on that field was insane. Everyone was wicked, to be honest. Like all the trialists, we had to play against West Brom's U16, so the year younger. So we were all 17. We're playing against the year younger team, and they were filthy, man. We had older players, like we had 19, 20-year-olds as well, playing against them, and like my days, they were wicked. They were so good, and although like that was probably my best like form, I would say back then. Like I think I did really well. The coach did come approach me, and he's like, "You can come back for another 3 months, but you have to pay for everything." And like, mind you, back then, like honestly, like I grew up in like Regent Park, government housing. Like our family was like, just like we were just trying to make it. It's a lot better now, but back then it was like a struggle. Just getting there was a struggle. Getting my flight ticket was a struggle. Everything was hard, and I was like, man, do I do this or do I go back and like what, do I take all my family's money and just try and do this, or do I go back and maybe try another route, and go to university or try something else? So like I decided that at the end of the day, he didn't show me a lot of interest, to say the truth. Like he didn't show me enough interest where I should come back for that 3 or 6 months period. So I was like, no, I might as well just go back. And my brother was there with me too. So he's like, you did well, but those guys are really good too, And like one player scored like 3 goals against West Brom that game too. They beat us like I think like 8-4 or something. He scored 3 goals. They still didn't take him. So it's tough. It's hard out there. Yeah, it was hard. Although he scored 3 goals, they still didn't take him. Their striker was wicked too. Their striker probably scored 5 unless I lost count.
That's a lot of pressure, bro. Fuck. As a teenager too, yeah. I'm wondering, like, even before you guys went on your trials to England, like, what's going through your guys' heads? Like, are you guys having like these professional aspirations? Do you think it's even possible? Because like as a kid from Canada, like the path isn't always linear, right? So like what's going through your guys' heads at this point?
For me, so like I was sold a dream, unfortunately. So like when I went to Bailey, the Bailey's Academy trainers, they came and hosted like a camp, and like their whole incentive was like, we're gonna bring you for a trial with Tottenham. That's what the whole thing was. So when I went to England, mind you, I don't know like clubs like Leyton Orient. I don't know clubs like Sheffield.
Especially if you didn't grow up watching footy.
Yeah. So I'm there at those academies, and I'm not not to say I didn't care, but like I'm like, when is this Tottenham trial? When does Tottenham trial? When is Tottenham trial? There was no Tottenham trial, and like it sucked. It sucked in the moment, but that's just the reality that I had to go through. Like I wouldn't say I was nervous when I was at those other places, but like my focus wasn't like specifically for those teams.
But Ursa, what was going through your head?
The pressure, like as he's saying, the pressure is it's different when you're younger, right? Like honestly, mentality plays a huge role in you making it or not. Like, can you handle living on your own there now? Like as 17, 16, I don't know how old you are when you're going. Like, I honestly, like, I thought I could do it. I thought I could. I don't know if I could have done it at that age, but when I got there, first day I was nervous, second day I was nervous, third day, like, I think I played like I played terrible 3 days back to back. I'm like, this guy's not even gonna put me in the game. There's no way. Just send me straight back. So like, and it was all just like the pressure of just being in a new environment and thinking like I'm in England now. Because back then, like, what's Canada realistically? Like this was like over 10 years ago when we went. right? So
There's no football infrastructure at all. Yeah.
there's nothing. There's no system. You guys did PKs like a hockey a hockey way. It's like they used to, like I also went to Sweden. They used to laugh at me like every day in the change room. I used to get laughed at. They're like, why would you take the ball from half and then go one behind?
Oh, those old MLS PKs.
Old. And like, what were they thinking in Canada or the States and MLS? I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna ask them. They're like, do it tease me. They're like, okay, so next game when we get a PK, we're gonna give it to you and just try taking it to half. See what the this is when I made the team. Like, man, you're still making fun of me. Like, this is in Sweden, not in England, but in Sweden. I was like, yo, this is embarrassing, man. Like, yo, I don't even think I want to go back to Canada again. I want to stay here.
It's
like.
It's so much harder to like do it at other countries because they just push you down. As both you guys said, and like it's not like you're doing it in Canada in your home world, like you know everybody. So just trying to do it in other countries, like shout out to that, man. You guys did your thing still.
It's a good experience for sure.
Even because both of you coming from humble beginnings, are you feeling like even a pressure from your family even to like fuck like I gotta make it like for my family? Like, are you guys feeling that at that age?
Personally, no. I don't like, and mind you, my family loves me. They just didn't understand the dynamics of like just soccer. Like I think anything in regards to athletics professionally, like yeah, of course they right now like they kind of get it. They'll push me and like, oh, how is this? How's that? How are you working? How's this? How's everything going on? Back then it was like. When I went to, this is just off track. Like when I went to school, from when I went to Ryerson, now TMU from high school, like I think I was in school for like 2 years, and then my mom like was like, "What are you doing?
What are you studying again?"
And like she's like, "How's soccer?" I'm like, "Oh, I play for a university." She's like, "You're in university?"
Wait.
I'm like, "Yeah." So like it's like well for me it was like. They provide, if I needed like money for cleats, if I needed money for like my teams and stuff like that, if they would give it to me. If I needed a ride somewhere, they'd take me. They're like, they were in just as much as that, but like not so much so to be like, okay, I need to take you to here. How do we get to here? How could we get you in a professional place? Like, and it's because they didn't know. It's not like they didn't want to do that. Of course, like, and so I think about now, specifically in regards to the soccer world, it's like what I know now, I wish I knew back then.
Yeah.
It's like night and day in regards to like what I would have done or how I would have maneuvered. And
How would you have maneuvered?
so like I have family in England, and even my mom, she's like, after I went to England the first year, she's like, I came back, and then that whole academy thing, they ran a camp the following year. And then she came, and she's like, so what I have to do to get my son to do something? And she's like, he has to be here, like, for an X amount of time.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, well, I'm going to call family and whatnot. And, like, her heart was there, but, like, we obviously didn't act on it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think I would have went, stayed, and I think it would have been good for me at least, just to be there
In the environment.
Yeah, 100%.
Moving on though, obviously, you guys pass, they cross again at Ryerson. What was that? What was those early days at Ryerson like? Let's say like that first kind of freshman year. Like, are you guys? Because obviously you guys have professional aspirations. When you're going into youth sports, does it feel like are you still having those same aspirations? Do you feel like, oh, maybe it's just a step in the journey to get there? Like, what's the mindset at this point?
I think like we both knew that there's probably something else coming up, like another opportunity, because soccer was like starting to grow a little bit when we got to youth sports. We didn't think it was like people feel like it's a step, like you're stepping down now, like, oh, you're playing youth sports, you're not trying to go pro anymore. But I think at that time, me and Raheem still were training like we were still like 16, 15. Like every day would be in the gym. Like every day would either play and in the basketball gym, try to get some touches in, or go stay after practice and train. So I think the dream was still there. We knew like it's gonna be a lot harder to achieve it though. We knew we were trying to be realistic. We're like, okay, we can also get our degree, get our school paid for. So we thought, like, how can we utilize this sport as much as possible so we actually win at the end? Like, one way or another, can we get our education paid for and then also still, like, try, and something might come up at the end of the day. Like, we can, and a few other things, like, especially if Raheem came up, a few other came from me, even during school. So it was like we were still working towards something, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's always going to be hard when you enter school. There's a lot more focus, right, on other things too.
Because after that first year, you went to Sweden. Was it after your first year?
Yeah, so my first year at TMU, I did not like it at all. Raheem knows, I hated school. I did not like the team at all either. And like a single player on the team, like, this team is trash. All the players are bad. Like, this is literally what I was telling it straight up. I was telling everyone too. Like, in
Like, 'cause
practice,
their faces.
in practice, I'm like, this is terrible. I don't even want to be here. My attitude was terrible. I'm like, I need to get out of here. So then I was like, I played that first season and I was like starting and stuff. Like, I don't even know why I was mad. Like, honestly, I'm thinking, looking back at it now, like, I'm like, I was mad. I don't even know why. Like, I was playing right wing though too. I hated my position too. I'm like an attacking midfielder, and my toe was fractured. So I played that whole season with a fractured toe, playing on painkillers. So that was part of it. Was like, and I can't even perform at my best. I was not scoring, was not assisting, wasn't doing anything on the field, to be honest. Like, Raheem was the man on that team, especially that, like, first, second, third year.
I
like,
still didn't know how to play soccer, guys.
yeah.
Bro, so you're a late bloomer.
I'm
man.
telling you, I
he's a
didn't know.
late-
I was just an athlete that could beat players sometimes. And I scored a lot. That's it. That
You
was
just
it.
stumbled into footy.
He's very
I
dominant.
still
Honestly,
didn't know how to play, guys. Like, I think I started watching. So that was my second year was your first year.
yeah, his second year is my first year.
So I started watching soccer third year of university. I swear to you. I
So
swear to you.
long.
So after the second
Yeah.
year, and after that second year, I think that off season, was that the second year? My third year. I think my third. So my third year. Well, okay, my first year. So we have an Olympic team. So there's a World Cup essentially for universities. It's called FISU. So, whatever. School is amazing, whatnot. But and soccer is good. My first year was good, but you have to understand, like, you're at university, so
Yeah.
it all comes
You're
out all
having-
the university gimmicks and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
What do you mean by that? Listen. So,
Those beer shorties, bro.
okay, so first year, so I think FISU's every 2 years or 3 years, every 3 years, so
I think it was every 2 years.
every 2 years. So my first year we had FISU tryouts. So it's like all the teams of in youth sports, whoever the coach is, he hosts a tryout at his venue, and I think it was Guelph my first year, and I think it was Thursday. So TMU has this bar called Gracie's O'Malley's.
Yeah. We're Ryerson alumni. man.
Okay, yeah.
So
So
you know
Gracie,
that.
so yeah. So I think the trial was on Friday, and the whole week my coach and like the guy Josh Khan who brought me to Ryerson, he's messaging me like, oh you have the future trial Friday, like just keep in mind, blah blah blah. I'm gonna drive. It was me and a couple of other guys. Thursday night, Thursday morning, I'm like stumbling to res at like 4 a.m.
Looking like Dino.
Stumbling to res like 4 a.m. I think the trial was like at 11. I get a knock on my door at like 8. It's Josh. He's like, yo, we gotta go to Guelph. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. We go, and I killed it. I killed it. That's the thing. I killed it. I was like dead, hungover. We played. I think I scored a goal, got a penalty, scored the penalty, and like we beat like the Guelph team like 3-1 or something like that. So then we're in this meeting, like the most boringest meeting in the world. I'm sitting in the front, and like there's a FISU alumni guy talking, and then the Guelph coach is talking, and I'm in the front like
Dozing off.
dying. I'm like dying. I'm like, yo, man. And then I think I closed my eyes for 5 seconds. He's like, hey, lad. And I open up my eyes. And then whatever. A couple of months go by, and I think FISU's in August. And I think it's like June or July. My coach he speaks to me in person. He's like, step into my office. He's like, so you did well at your FISU trial. I'm like, yeah, I killed it. He's like, but you're not going. And I'm like, what? He's like,
You
yeah.
teased you?
He's like, I received the email. You're a liability as a player. Falling asleep in meetings isn't
No way,
appropriate.
man.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's
What?
yeah. I fell asleep in the meeting. Didn't get to go on the FISU team. So third year now I got to go, and prior to that, third year I also had a really good year, with TMU Ryerson, and that off season. TFC2 called me. So this is when TFC2 was like really, really good. Not good, but like a good stepping stone in regards to like guys my age trying to do something professional.
Professional, yeah.
So like I think Lucas McNaughton was there for 3 months, and they had like most of the guys had just gone on preseason with the first team. So all the like leftover guys was like the coach the FISU team faced TFC2 and saw me play. I played well, and then he emailed my coach. My coach came, he was like, yo, yeah, we try out with TFC too. And I'm like, oh, sick. And went there, and I'm telling you guys, like, as good as I was, I knew I wasn't ready again. It was just like I felt like I was in England. Like, it was just the level is just the pace, and the level is just, I wouldn't say night and day because I still held my own, but it's like at the end of the week, because my trial was just a week. Jason Bent was the coach, and he goes, you're a good player, but I can't justify signing you over an academy player because you're not ready for the first team. It's like, why would I sign you if I could just get a player from the academy and whatnot? And I'm not gonna lie, like, I know myself. Like, that's the thing too about players. Some players, like, they like to be delusional. And mind you, I used to be delusional for a while, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to play at the professional level. If I could go back now, maybe I think I would, do well, do some well for myself. But like, yeah, no, it's like I wasn't, and it had to do with like I want to say my surroundings, because like I was where I needed to be. Like, my school provided a gym, nutritionist, physio, everything. It's just it was my mentality.
Maybe you weren't hungry.
Yeah,
you weren't
my
hungry
mentality. Like, I was like, that's what I mean by like the school gimmicks. Like, what am I doing? Stumbling to
Yeah. You're not locked in.
It wasn't locked in.
Yeah.
And that was a big thing for me, at least. 100%.
I feel like mentality has such a huge part in today's game. Like, you could see, as you guys said, when you went over to England, I feel like they kind of get raised with like a certain mentality that you are going to be like this professional player. So they're going there already with this huge mentality at a young age. Well, you guys were going at a young age, but you're not ready because we're not raised like that.
Yeah.
So they just have that different mentality from like the start of life, like literally. So they have that extra jump.
I agree with you. Mentality is like a huge barrier in the game. Just to make it in general, like, I think everyone's capable of playing. We used to talk about this all the time when we were younger. Everyone could pass the ball. Everyone at the highest level, like, everyone could dribble, everyone could shoot, everyone could pass the ball. Everyone has the ability to play. But now what differentiates like a top professional and an amateur player is just their mentality. Like, I give people sometimes Zlatan as a perfect example. Like, Zlatan wouldn't be as good as he is if he didn't, like, some people call it arrogance. It's just confidence. It's just his mentality. Like, it takes him to a whole new level. And look what he's done in his career just because of that, right?
I feel like him having such a big mentality kind of pushes, like, when he's going up against a defender, it kind of like makes him kind of scared to go up against him.
Exactly, I agree.
I know he's a big player, 6'5", but like, I feel like he looks like 7 feet tall when you're playing him.
His presence,
It's insane. But yeah, mentality is insane. It makes a huge difference.
Even Ronaldo, like CR7, he's the same mentality. Look at him. Like, he sleeps, breathes, eats football. And you've seen like the players he's played with on his teams. Like, yeah, this guy just goes to the gym and he does extra work at the end. That mentality is next level, and that's why it's like that's world class mentality. That's like the best mentality you can have. But that also gives like the players around him, like, you want to be at that level too. So it's like
that's it. Yeah,
it's mentality is such a huge thing, and yeah, you see a player, you're like, oh shit, that guy's good. I want to be like him. But when you see a guy who has mentality like him, you're like, holy smokes,
100%.
That's next level.
And you want to have Messi's talent, but Ronaldo's mentality. I always say that.
Yeah. That's the perfect player.
Yeah, that's
there. That's the best player.
And when we're talking about mentality, I feel like you have all those academies in like Spain and England and Italy. Like, we only have like TFC.
Yeah.
Well, at least when we were growing up, that was the only thing. So like those mentalities are instilled at a young age, and like it's like, when mind you, we had our clubs and like, you know, our coaches did their best, but like I feel like the mentality aspect that we're talking about now, it's like ingrained in those kids. And, like obviously when they're raised like older, like there's a choice, like listen, professional football. So like maybe if I had that when I went to school, I still would have been like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. I'm like in the gym and like I'm taking care of myself the way I'm supposed to.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it also comes down to environment too. Like naturally, like these players growing up in Brazil, Uruguay, Argentina, like football is it for them. They don't have these other options. Like naturally in Canada, we just have more options, so many other things to fall back onto, right? So I think it comes down to that too.
I didn't know if I wanted to play basketball or soccer, like until grade 12.
Right? Like you got the choice.
Or football or wrestling.
Or-
You should
yeah,
ask
or
this guy
rugby.
about his dreams when he's young.
Yo, rugby.
And this guy's just a complete athlete.
You're a generational.
This guy's just a generation athlete.
No, but take
This guy's 2-footed, 2-handed, everything.
grade 10. Okay, I think it was grade 10, high school. So the way it worked at my school, you were only allowed to do one sport a season, which sucked.
Frick?
Absolutely sucked. So in the spring, I did soccer. In the winter, I did basketball, and then in the summer, I did track and field. And I think for us, we had to make it to cities, which it started in
Regionals.
yeah.
Like the area.
No, like I'm talking about the season. So like first
it
period of
starts in,
school.
like,
September. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
So starting in September, and then if you get to cities, it's in the summer.
Yeah.
If we won, we had a winter season with soccer. That's how it worked. And so one season I think we lost, and then my gym teacher was like, Raheem, you ever thought about wrestling?
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, no. And then he's like, you'd be really good at wrestling. I'm like, okay, I tried wrestling. And then it was like that year that like school had no like athletics or something like that. Or no, like, I forget what it was. The following year, grade 11, rugby coach comes. She's like, you ever thought about playing rugby? I'm like, no. Yeah, I played rugby in grade 11, absolutely killed it. And then like the Ontario Rugby Association messaged me to come for a tryout.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'll go. And yeah, this tryout was like we had to run like I think 2K or something, or like 2K under 12 or something along the lines of that.
And you killed it.
Running, these guys are like,
These guys can't even run.
I'm like,
Because they're all big,
lapping
right? All these rugby guys are huge.
I'm like lapping these guys. I'm like, yo, you guys.
You guys good?
It was funny, like even like there's this ongoing joke too. Grade 12 plus, that's when I met my coach at Ryerson, and he came with like Josh Khan, the guy who brought me, and he goes, this is a story he tells everyone. When I saw Raheem, he was this thug in high school. I met him, his shirt was off, like
His shirt was off.
it was after a soccer game. It's like I met him, his shirt was off. He was going to Brock for wrestling. That's what he tells me.
Because after all the fashion.
It's like, and I played a lot of sports.
You had to win like athlete of the year in high school, no?
No.
What?
No.
Okay.
So like the way it worked was like, I mean, I was a good athlete, but like you had to excel in your sport. This one kid, Junior Aljo, played soccer with me. In the winter, he did wrestling, and like he killed it. Went to cities, like did all these things, and then in track, also killed it. Went to OFSA, did all these things. So he always beat me.
Jeez.
Sick.
Where's he now, that guy?
You know what's crazy?
He's a lawyer.
No, I don't know what he does, but I saw him like this week at Lifetime. For the first time I think in like 5 years.
Oh shit.
Small world. Coincidence.
Very small world. Yeah.
Damn. I wanna touch on you guys shared a cool experience together playing Neymar 5-a-side. How does that come about? Like what's that experience like? Like what like
Emotions, your feelings. Yeah, tell us.
This one was crazy.
When like at what period of time is this? Is this during uni?
This is second year, right?
This was it was 2017, right? So it was going into fourth. It was going into fourth year, and like we didn't even know we were playing the tournament till the night before, at like 11 p.m. And our first game was at 7 a.m.
7.
Stop.
at the
You guys are
hangar.
wild.
And we were downtown, and I'm like, yo, this how are we gonna get there? Like we woke up at like 6:45 or 6:50, and barely woke up. Our friend woke us up. It's like, you guys have a tournament, and like just getting there, we didn't drive. None of us drove. Nothing. I think the subway, like you know how the subway was back then.
Oh my
I think we got there at 8. Our first game was at 7.
But everything was
Apparently,
delayed. Everything was
Oh, you guys got lucky then.
yeah, everything was so delayed, and like everyone played before us. Like we got there at like 8. We didn't play our first game till like 2 p.m. Literally.
What?
It was like 80 teams. How many teams were it?
Too many teams.
It was just like you just had like 5 players on a team or 6. That's it. So we had 6. Everyone else had 6, and then yeah, like the group stage, we just slapped everyone up. It was like little kids. Like we beat everyone.
The other mans on the team were also Ryerson guys.
Yeah.
It was, yes.
Yeah. Everyone was Ryerson.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, except for Benham.
Oh, Benham. Yeah, Benham was like an older guy.
Yeah.
He was a Ryerson alumni as well.
And your
but-
coach just signed you up
Right.
for this
Casey,
tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Coach K.
Yeah,
Okay.
Coach K, yeah,
That's
signed us up.
Yeah.
And then our group stage, yeah, we slapped up the group stage, and then we got into the playoffs. The playoffs was something here, to be honest. It was crazy because, like, you know how the rules work for it. So if you score against the other team, one player from the other team comes off, and the games are only 10 minutes long.
Oh, that's
Only
cool.
10 minutes long. So it was like, you have 10 minutes to win, or if it's tied at the end, you go 1v1. Your best player versus their best player.
That's sick.
The ball just drops in the middle, and you go 1v1. And obviously, like Raheem is, I think he's the best player in Canada, to be honest, by far. So like, he was our guy, you know, he was our guy to go. We knew like before the tournament started, we're like, Raheem is gonna be our last guy. That's it. Like everyone else will just whatever. Like you know, I think I was like second last to come off, then like Casey, and then whoever. But Raheem was the last to come off, and I don't think we ever got to that.
We never got to
Thank
that.
God, we never got to that. But there was one game in the semis we struggled. There was a bunch of York players, so that one I thought we were gonna lose, to be honest, because we tied them. It was 0-0. We tied. It went to 1v1. Raheem against a guy that played for York. Playing as a legend. I don't remember his name, but he was really good. And it's just a ball drop. He got possession first, and he shot the ball, and it just bounced over our net. Right, from what I remember, yeah, he shot it, and it just bounced over. The net was like really tiny, so it just bounced over and went out. Then it's Raheem's ball, and all I see is Raheem just dribbling with so
Damn,
like,
bro.
what did he take? Did he take drugs for like like he wasn't patient, nothing. He just dribbled so fast at the player. He touched it, like past him, and he ran around him, almost like a Gareth Bale goal.
Yeah.
Touched it past him, ran around him. The guy was like pulling him, he was trying his best to just pull him down. Like the guy fell on the ground, Raheem was still standing up, and he just tapped it in.
That's where rugby came in.
Yeah, insane. From there, you say his status, like this guy's just 1v1. No one's gonna stop Raheem. Then we played the finals here. I think it was a really good team that we played, but we got a really early goal.
Yeah.
So as soon as we scored that one, that's it. It's 5v4, and then we just scored like 4 goals.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And then went to nationals. Nationals was a story. You can.
Nationals,
tell us.
In Toronto?
It was in Vancouver.
It was in Vancouver.
Okay.
Everything was covered. by Red
Everything
Bull
was
and-
covered by Red Bull. They gave us like
That's-
$80 on like the prepaid visa. We
Yeah.
Gee, you guys thought you guys were ballers.
That was a lot back then.
Drinks on me.
That was a lot. It was a lot back then.
So we went for the weekend, right? We left Friday.
It was like Thursday, I think, and we came back like Sunday.
Okay, yeah. So we
Damn.
left Thursday. We flew, whatever, and we chill, we're chilling. And then we met our Red Bulls representative. So every province had a representative. I was just I forget her name, but it's this nice cool lady, like super super like, guys, like we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this.
We're gonna
like,
win.
And then like every other team is like so serious, like come here to play soccer, like not doing anything. So like that night, we were like arranged to go out to like a bunch of different like bars and bar hopping essentially. And our rep, like the other guys are just like chilling, dressed up to go out, of course. Our rep is like this crazy like super ant lady, and like we got to the first bar and she's like, shots. Yeah.
And the day before the game?
No, it was the 2 days. So the day we got there was day 1. Day 2, we like they gave us like some balls to go practice, and then it was the Sunday was the actual tournament. So this was the Friday. We get there and we're at the first bar, and then me, Abs look at each other, and then we also look at like our other guys, and like we're like, yeah, we're doing this. So we start bagging shots. our rep was having the best time of her life. Everyone else was looking at us like, you guys are crazy. We like posted on our Snap, and his brother's like, you guys aren't serious. You're gonna lose. Like,
Oh my God.
You guys are really moving like proper Brazilians.
The thing is with Raheem, like he would get hammered, he would get smashed, like he would drink to like actually black out, and then like the next day he played like he's actually Ronaldinho. Like literally, I'm like, you we didn't stay up till 6 a.m. How are you bombing? Like, it was crazy.
So whatever, like, yeah, we're out having fun. The next day, all of us are like, dying. We go to the practice field. We also went to sushi. And then the Sunday is the tournament time. And it's like, it was outside the Whitecap Stadium. They like set up a pitch like this, but just bigger with grass. Sick. And it would look sick, but it was terrible. Like we would step and like the turf would move and
it was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. Like the setup looked good, but like when you went to play, it was like terrible. So there was 3 teams, right? Plus us.
It was us, team from Edmonton, and then Quebec, whoever represented Quebec, and then whoever represented BC. It was just 4 teams.
So
only 4 teams is
only 4 teams.
That far.
Oh wow, yeah. So Quebec was the best team easily, and what's funny about that, I'll explain later. But there's a bunch of guys that I know now that were on the team. So every team got to face each other once. Didn't matter because every team was going to quarters, or semis. So we lose every. We lose our first game, and then our Red Bulls rep came to us. She's like, you guys okay? Like, is everything okay?
She completely switched up.
Yeah, she's
this is her story about her. She was like supporting us the whole time leading up the tournament. The tournament started. We lose our first game against Quebec,
and she's like starts cheering for Quebec.
Yeah, I was like, what? Switched up completely.
Yeah, and then,
that's crazy.
And then Coach K, our coach, takes us to me, him, and like one of our other buddies that played on Ryerson. Takes us to the side and starts slapping. He's like, get your head out of your asses right now. You guys wake the hell up. Because, like, we need to figure it out. And I think we tied or we won our second game.
Yeah, we beat Edmonton our second game, but they only had 4 players. Yeah. So, like, apparently they only signed 5 for the tournament, and one, like, you can't register any more players once you make nationals. One of them couldn't make it. So they only had 4. So, like, when we beat them, we weren't really celebrating. Everybody beat them. They had 4 players to start. And then we lost to BC after.
Yeah.
So we came third technically in the group. This is when things got really interesting. The semis and the finals, it was a lot of fun.
So you looks like I don't remember.
He was still drunk. This guy was still drunk.
It was all a blur for me, man.
Going out with Raheem was different. You guys should take him out. He's
down.
has it in him for sure.
But still got one more in you.
Not doing anything the next day though. Body's back.
Tapped out. I was tired. But so in the semis we played BC, and then they scored first. So we get a player off. So like, when you get scored on, it's like it's almost
game over.
It's like almost game over. Like, yo, what are we gonna do now? And then we're like, okay, we're just gonna sit and let them play. They were like trying to pass the ball around. We win it. We transition. Like the ball hits off the board. It falls to Raheem. The guy's like trying to kick him. Like. You can't step inside a certain area or it's a PK. Mm-hmm. Like around the small net, they draw like a little box.
Yeah.
Basically,
it's like that. So you see that box?
18-yard box.
If their defender steps in there, it's an automatic penalty shot from half. You just shoot into an empty net. So the guy was like avoiding like not to step in there. So Raheem just like smashed it off him and it went in the net. And then like that's it. It's tie game now again. And then we score. They get a player off. We're like, yo, this is good. Like this is really good. Last minute of the game. They get a free kick right in front of our net. He chips it over our whole wall into the net. Like that's really hard to be honest.
Class.
You need like a name on for that. I don't know how he did it.
And he was this small, like tank white guy.
He's hockey. Like he's these. Like I'm like I hope this guy doesn't go up against Raheem.
Like more like I was even low. Like yo, it might give me a little run. Like he was good. Like he was good. Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy. So then he scores, ties game. Now it's like 3-3. Ref blows the whistle. 1v1.
No,
Raheem,
wake up.
So we thought like these guys are sending the stocky guy for sure. He was like fast, quick. Like he was one of those short guys that are like just explosive, quick, shoots really fast. I'm like, we're gonna be in trouble. To be honest, I thought I was gonna give Raheem a run. They send their skinniest guy. They send their skinniest player just because he was a little techie. Their skinniest player against Raheem. Like I'm looking at him like. I started laughing. I'm sitting on the bench, like he could score, but I'm laughing. I'm like, this guy's good. Raheem is scoring for sure. Like I was gonna start counting down. The ref drops the ball. Raheem literally shields the ball. The guy's standing behind him. He's grabbing him. They're both grabbing each other. Raheem's just pushing him back, like babying him. Just sending him to, like literally just pushing him towards the back of his net. Then Raheem just turns. The guy tries to slap it. He just passes it into the net.
Oh, man.
I didn't even celebrate it that much because I'm like,
You already knew.
expected. This is expected from him.
Did your timer run out or?
No, it was. I think he did it even before my contract. 5 seconds back. But yeah, he did that. And the finals was against Quebec. That was insane. That was probably one of the craziest finals I've ever played, to be honest.
Like okay, so you know Abzi who played for York 9.
He's in the French league now.
Yeah.
He was
in
on that team, and Farsi who plays for Columbus.
For Columbus.
Yeah.
Damn.
They were
Yeah.
both on that
Both
team
on
at
the
the
team.
time. Obviously much younger.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was that game was like a really, really, really good game.
Amazing. We scored first again. We're like, damn, we're about to win. And I hear the lady that's completely switched up start cheering on for us. Like, yo,
Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah, we're like, yo, what is going on? But like, there was a lot of
There was a
fans
crowd,
too.
yo.
There was a
That's
crowd.
the thing. Like the preliminary, like there was no one there, and then like in the semis and quarters, like there's a bunch
Yeah.
of people.
Yeah.
A bunch of people. So everyone started cheering us on because they thought Quebec was gonna win. We're like the underdogs. We
Yeah.
lost to them. Like,
Yeah.
so we scored like a cheeky goal. I don't even know. Someone passed. I don't remember who, but someone tapped it in, and then like we're defending for our lives. They were good. I'll tell you that they were really, really, really good. I'm not surprised. They're like 3 or 4 of them are playing at a really high level right now. They were still buzzing with 4 players. So we had a player in the back, Mo. He's Middle Eastern. He's the back. He's one of our defenders in the back. He's crazy, psychotic.
I'm a
Just
Jawad. I'm a
all the
Jawad.
time. Always screams all the time. This guy, like, I think they had a total of 10 balls to play with. And like the space is open, right? It's a small field. The space is open.
He's
Like,
clearing
White
it.
Cap Stadium is like just right beside us. That's where we played.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, every time the ball reached it,
bouncing
he
them?
kicked it either to the street, like the main street. Let me see the street. The main street, or it tries to get it inside Vancouver White Cap Stadium. They're like their volunteers were chasing balls everywhere. Like honestly, I think they lost like 6 or 7 balls. He was just kicking the ball everywhere.
No nonsense, man.
No
That's
nonsense.
it, bro.
And we all just started to follow. Like the ball comes, we just kick.
And yelling every time or what?
Sorry?
Yelling every
We
time.
were screaming. Yeah, we were all screaming. We were celebrating his kicks. Every time we kicked the ball, we were cheering him on like the best defender in the world. But then, like the last 30 seconds, they get like a play. They get a mini break. Like we started like settling down. We thought we won. We're buzzing, whatever. We make a mistake up top. They get a break. Abzi gets the ball, dribbles past one of our defenders, pass it across. They tap it in.
Shit.
And now it's a tie game again. We have no time to score again. So it's a 1v1.
Again.
We send him again. To be honest, this one I was kind of like, I'm like, yo, this one might be like sticky. They sent Abzi. So they sent
Oof.
Abzi. And Abzi, where's he playing now? He's playing, I think, top division in France or second.
I think
League Two?
League two, sorry.
Yeah,
League two, yeah.
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 So they sent him. He was, I think, 19 then. We're probably 22.
Mhm.
And then, like, whatever, the ball drops. The ref drops the ball. Both him and Raheem kick the ball at the same time. So the ball stays in the middle. Raheem toe pokes it really fast. We have a video of this. He toe pokes it really fast. Abzi's legs are open. It goes through his legs and just rolls in and just trickles in.
Trickles into.
We celebrate like we won the World Cup. We all ran on the field, took off our shirts, just all screaming. And like, yeah, it was a crazy way to win. Vancouver was the story for sure.
And you see that footage.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't.
Yeah?
You have to get that footage. No, so definitely.
Send that to us for sure.
Yeah, even them having like a tournament like that in Canada is just sick.
Yeah.
Because you guys win that tournament, you guys get invited to Brazil.
Oh, yeah.
For free,
Everything
was
free.
covered.
Everything
Yo,
free.
Brazil.
Like Rio or like Sao Paulo?
Real.
Damn, real too.
It was Santos, no?
Santos or Sao Paulo?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
was
yeah,
it
Sao Paulo, yeah.
I thought it was-
Because it was like Neymar school or something. That's where they
Yeah.
held the tournament.
Yeah, so yeah, Santos would probably be.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brazil's insane.
Yeah.
It was insane. Our rep was.
He was yeah.
Oh, wasn't the girl anymore?
Oh, bro, some guy, bro.
How long after the Nationals win is the Brazil?
Probably like a
Okay.
month.
A month later?
Couple weeks later, yeah. That Brazil was insane. That was insane.
How did that tournament go?
Remember Brazil?
This guy was drunk too.
Brazil. Oh, my
Brazilian
God,
women, that's
why
who
we
cares.
lost,
No.
We didn't go out before
Brazil.
the
Yeah, we were serious. We didn't like. We were super chill. Like let's try to win this tournament mentality.
That's not who you guys are, though.
It wasn't.
I was gonna say the Brazilian women didn't get you.
No,
Didn't
man.
get to you. Damn.
Who did we? And our group was UAE, Netherlands, and
Yeah, we had a good group. Chile.
Chile.
Just them, you know? Was it
Well, there was like five teams. Qatar, I think.
Wow.
One more European team. I forgot which one it was. But one more. The year before, Netherlands made it to the finals. So the team in our group, they made it in the finals and lost in the finals. Our first game was terrible.
Bro, what's that energy like, though, in Brazil?
Oh, it was insane,
Yeah.
man. Oh, the food was so good. Oh, their Big Macs were so good.
Oh, yeah.
Big
The
Mac.
McDonald's.
Oh, the McDonald's was like,
Yeah.
it tasted amazing.
So good. Brazilian food is so good.
It's the first time we went to, first time we went to Copacabana,
Yeah.
bro. And I didn't even know what's going on. They were like cutting meats and bringing in, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what is
Bear picanha.
Yo, it's amazing, bro. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Brazilian food is different. But yeah, I think the first day was just settling in, making the groups, whatever. But the second day, the tournament started. Our first game was against UAE. UAE was the worst team in our group. The worst team in our group slapped us. They beat us like 3-0.
Oh wow.
Shit. We were nervous. Like there was a bit of a crowd, yeah, but not enough where we
For us to be nervous.
can't stand. Yeah,
And
can't
our
stand our
coach,
ground.
Coach K again comes, brings us, it's like, get your head out of your asses. And then we face Netherlands. Huh?
Yeah, then in the second game, we faced Netherlands. After he did that, whatever, on kickoff, Casey's playing up top. He flicks the ball to them. He's like, we're going to press. We're not doing anything. We're not playing soccer anymore. He flicks it up to them. Before the guy even takes his touch, we're already on him. We all pressed. We scored right away. 1. Literally 10 seconds later, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just beat them 5-0, and they were shocked. They were like one of the favorites. Again, they got the same.
Yeah.
They were
Wow.
shocked. They were like, and then they ended up last in our group after that.
No way.
You guys stunned them, bro.
They just I don't know what happened. They lost everything.
That's
And then,
sick.
yeah, we played Chile next, beat them 3-0. They were all tough games, to be honest. Similar to like the Quebec one, all tough games. Then we played like Qatar, stopped them, and then we came first. We ended up coming first in our group after losing like
Damn.
That's crazy.
the worst team. We came
UAE.
first.
Canadian boys in Brazil.
Yeah,
Why?
And then the next day, whatever, we went, got our rest. Next day was Egypt, no?
yeah. I think we played Egypt in like the round or like was it round of 16 or something. Yeah, Egypt beat us. I hate to remember that game, to be honest. Just the-
Bro, they did not look like ballers.
No.
It's like one fat guy almost.
That's
Oh
the
my
worst
God.
thing, too.
All techie. And like all just know how to pass and move. And like it was unlucky. Like one of the balls, like, so mind you, Josh Khan, he was on our team. We didn't have him for that tournament. And he was supposed to start in the back. So Benham, it was the guy who arranged the team. He was starting. And I think a ball like went through his legs or something like that.
Jeez.
And, 3 of our guys came out.
Yeah, I was just me and Raheem.
Me and him, yeah.
Just me and Raheem against, and honestly, we scored one. Like they were up 4-2. We scored one, and then we're like, honestly, we were close to scoring another one, but like once they had the ball, it was difficult.
Yeah.
One of us got to watch the net, the other's got to press by himself.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was hard to get the ball. Yeah, we lost like I think 3-2.
Is Neymar like in the vicinity somewhere? Is he at the
I have a
tournament?
lot of videos of Neymar. Yeah, so after we lost, that's it. We just wanted to enjoy, right?
Yeah.
England, I think, made it to the finals against like Romania or something.
Yeah.
Romania. Wow.
Game. That one went to a 1v1.
Oof.
Biggest 1v1 I've probably seen, to be honest. Like the England guy was definitely more favored to win. He was just messing around, trying to show off the crowd. The Romanian won it and scored, and he celebrated like great. Because the team that wins gets to play against Neymar and his friends.
Jeez.
Neymar brought like Gabriel Jesus. Who was he? Bought a few other players.
A bunch of other players, Man came in a helicopter. So after the finals, like where everyone just waiting, this helicopter
Yeah.
and then whatever, he comes out and first his like dad was like in the like sitting right beside us in like the booth over there. And then he comes out, and what we heard what was going on is like against the Romanians and him were like making a deal, like asking, are we gonna play like a commercial game where it's like you guys let me win and whatnot, and then whatever, or are we gonna play like a serious game? And I think it was just a commercial game because they ended up killing the team. but it was sick. Nah, like even just like that was amazing. Like Gabriel Jesus, like just watching him like move and play, it was just like out of this world. He turned the guy with one touch, his back away from his goal, and I was like, well, how are you doing that? Makes no sense.
City guy too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But no, it was sick.
It's sick seeing them like back close. Like
Yeah.
usually when you're in the stadium, you're a little bit further out. But like Neymar, like I have a video of Neymar, like he's right here, like literally right in front of me. There's just like a board, and like he moves so fast. He's so quick.
So
He looks
bro.
like he's tiny, but like man, he's so quick.
So
Not anymore though.
Yeah.
He lost it after he left our team. Man.
I know.
That's my goal. That's my goal. So,
Look at his shirt, man.
that's my goal.
He's so jealous right now, by the way.
No, but did you guys ever think, bro, growing up that footy would take you to Brazil? Like you're getting on that plane, getting off that plane in Brazil. Like, what are the emotions? Like,
I was just like, I need to win this tournament, but then also I was just like, yo, this is unreal. Like, like it just you can't imagine it. You can't like put it into perspective or like try to like equate it to anything. You just have to like just soak it up when you
Yeah.
Yes, that's just it's one like the most amazing experiences of my life, honestly.
100%.
It was surreal. I think it was a crazy experience. I think like you only really like take it in maybe years down the line. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like played in that.
Yeah.
It's a great story to tell.
Yeah.
But speaking of tournaments, though, there's another big tournament we got to talk about. Because obviously, there's $1 million tournament, TST. And, like, the thing about that tournament, there was so much aura around it. Where, like, bro, it's like the whole nation was behind you guys. And you became, like, with that goal, you became, like a cult, like, hero almost. Like, in the footy space, right? So, bro, tell us about that TST experience. First of all, how does it
How
come
did it
about?
start? Yeah.
Yeah.
It started like one Sunday, me and him were playing a game or whatnot, and then Josh comes to us like, yo, you guys want to play in the $1 million tournament? And they're like, bro, yeah, bro, whatever.
You guys are coming from $1,000 money tournaments. This is $1 million now.
And then it was going on for like weeks. Yo, we're gonna play a $1 million tournament, $1 million tournament. And then it's like, I need to see you guys down because we're gonna play in the $1 million tournament. And then like, yo, we're gonna play the $1 million. We have to play in the $1 million tournament. And for me, it was like a roller coaster because, I was like,
What the same time as Can Champ at Ontario Cup? No way.
No.
I was in Philly. Was it Philly?
We're in the States.
I was in the
for a different
States
tournament
for
before.
another Afghan tournament right before, and I kind of got in trouble because I wasn't supposed to go because these guys drove down, and I had to fly over. I had to shout out to Josh for paying for the flight. I had to fly over, and I met them there the night before.
It was the day of the game. He was like, no, because was it? Yeah, it was the day of the game. I'm pretty sure it was the day of the game.
I think I couldn't find cheap flights or something like that, and
From Philly to
North
Carolina?
North Carolina, and I arrived and then I got picked up and then I just went to go play.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was like, I mean, I don't know why I wasn't nervous. I wasn't nervous for any of the games except for, I want to say against, I think maybe Mo Ali and the finals was my most nervous games. But yeah, no one. We went to go play, and like there was like no one. It's like almost like when we were playing it, like because there's a stadium with 2 pitches, and then there's 4. Was it 4 or 3?
Yeah, so there was like a main stadium, and then there was like 4 other
small ones. Yeah,
like
yeah.
around, like on the outside of the stadium. So they threw the bums there. The bum teams that had no big names, they're like,
Yeah.
you're gonna go play there until you make it to the quarters.
Yeah.
Like until you get there. So we played all our games there, all our group stage games. Although, like, after we won the first game, we started having a little bit of a crowd there.
Yeah. We started attracting.
Yo, you guys are catching a buzz. Yeah.
And then even after, I think it was after our third game. Our third game was that night, no?
Yeah, the group stage game? No, so after our second game, because that's when we qualified for the round of, like, the playoffs. We won that game, and then we started getting fans. We started getting fans at our game. Like, oh, you made it to the next round. It was nice to see people out there. But I think the reason, like, we kind of, like, made it so far was because we had no pressure. We didn't care. We didn't have any superstars for us to, like, big names. Oh, this team is going to go far. Oh, this team is going to go far. We just went game by game, win by win. We're like, let's see how it goes. Doesn't matter if we're down or up. There's that, the golden goal rule. Let's see how it goes every time. And we were down for a lot of the games, to be honest. Going into golden goal, like, we're down for, like...
Bro, I remember watching the games. Yeah, like,
same.
Comebacks.
And like he said, like, no one thought we were gonna get to where I got to. Like, even when I left before, Carm, my coach at Vaughan, he goes, how long is this tournament? I'm like, oh, it's this amount of time. He's like, you'll be back after a day and not.
Damn, he didn't believe in you.
What are you saying?
And we played. Who did we play? We played Mexico. Was it?
Yeah, Mexico was the first game. That's when we were down. We went into golden goal down 3-2. We tied it 3-3. I remember who scored, and then Gold scored the winner.
The world.
Yeah, he scored the world. Yeah, that set us up for the tournament.
Yeah.
We had to win that game. And then the second game was against a pretty good team too, Virginia. I think they're from Virginia. And then
he scored
the winner of that game to send us to the playoffs. And we lost the third
to
game.
Tel Aviv. Yeah,
we lost the third.
Those guys are ballers, man.
Yeah. Wow. They lost to Newtown, the team that made it to the finals. That we played.
Those guys are.
And that's when the buzz really started. Like, after we left the group stage,
we're leaving to go back to the hotel, and people are like,
yeah,
like, grab you, sign this, take a picture with my son.
Canada.
Like, did you guys know, like, heading into it, the tournament would be that hype?
No, see, that's
probably why. If you probably did know, maybe you would have had a little bit more nerves.
I was like, and that's what I was telling everyone. I'm like, we got there, and I was like, bro, this is legit.
Yeah,
like one of the most legit tournaments.
Because it was set up properly. It's a proper setup. It was.
They had. You get there, they give you free gear. They give you a bunch of gear. They give you sandals. There's a med tent with like physios, massage guns, food, everything. Yeah, it was insane. It was the setup. Shout out to TST. I'll see you guys in a couple months.
There you go.
But yes, it was absolutely.
How sick is it? Like, obviously, because they had that big what's the thing when you take out your logo?
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, how sick is that? How sick is that feeling? Because everyone's like around you, right? You're like, you're taking it out, putting it in.
It's no. I think it was that was the semis, right? Did I put it up? Damien put it up in
the quarters. Or no, round of 16.
Round of 16. Champ put it up in the quarters, and then it's just like after that, that goal was insane, man.
And bro, what did that goal do for you, bro? I swear you became famous after that goal, bro.
That goal gave me the most confidence in even now. So like that's why even when I play now, like I kind of have like that Zlatan.
It's got that aura.
You guys all suck. I don't want to don't even step on the pitch with me. But no, it was man. Like the feeling was just like I said, surreal. Like I can't equate it to anything, man. You score a goal like that, it's like then you have because we had the whole all the fans cheering and all these guys chasing me and stuff like that, bro. I couldn't breathe. Like I was out of breath. It was like the best. And then the interview at the end too.
Yeah.
Was like, hey man, that was insane.
Your phone's like blowing up after.
Everyone. Keep going. We're rooting for you back home in the finals. I'm getting calls. My mom's calling me. My brother.
Your mom's like, where are you?
My mom's calling me. Literally, girls I don't remember calling me, messaging.
Damn, bro. Things are hitting you. When did I call?
I'm like, yo, you're watching too.
Say less.
Back in a couple of days.
Really? Oh, shit.
Yeah, no.
That's where futsal came in. Now, back to futsal. That toe point?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yo. I didn't play futsal, I probably wouldn't have scored that because I just quite swoop. Had quick release.
Yeah, because I remember like pre-tournament,
like I didn't even know about it, like to keep it a stack. And then like the tournament's going on, you guys are going off, like it becomes hype. Everyone's following you. Like all the footy pages are posting it. All like Canadian footy pages are posting it. So you guys got a serious buzz.
We got a few.
Like what was it like after the tournament, getting home after, like what's that energy like?
Was annoying, man, because like it's like, oh, come play for my money tournament team. Oh, come play for this. Oh, come play for that. Oh, we have a tournament here. Come, I'll fly you out. Blah blah. Blah. Come. This. It's like, listen, I have a life, buddy. Like, I'm sorry, I can't do all these things. Like, but no, it's like, it sucks because we lost. Mind you, like, but I mean, of course, doesn't want to win. But like for me personally, I don't know how the other guys felt or feeling. Like all I'm doing now is just training to go back and win.
That's the mindset right now.
That's
go win TST.
Everyone's like, oh, you want to say go professional? You want to do it? Like, nah, I'm gonna go play in that tournament and win it. That's
bro. $1 million, no joke. Yeah,
Crazy buzz. I think the buzz is still like tall right now, to be honest.
Yeah. The buzz is coming back now because you guys are going soon, right?
Exactly. So for him as a player, he's still playing. You know, obviously, I haven't been playing as much obviously as of late, but I know he's been getting like some crazy messages, some crazy calls, and even when you see people in person, like I'm coaching little kids too as well. Like when I'm coaching them, like parents come up to me, not turning like.
That's crazy.
What's going on? Like everyone knows. Literally, like almost all Canada, like crazy buzz.
And even now, like this year, like it's gonna be even bigger. Like double the size, right? Which is crazy. Who's the craziest like player that you guys saw at the tournament or like met? Like who was the sickest baller there?
Oh, the sickest baller.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't really have one.
Yeah, Raheem doesn't respect anybody.
Raheem's just thinking myself.
He's just like it's him. But man, that team in the finals, I think their striker was
okay. Yes,
wicked.
yes. No, and I'll admit it to that too.
He was
World class. That guy is world class. Kelvin.
Ramirez is Kelvin Nunes.
Nunes,
But you know he's world class because that team lost only one game that tournament.
Yeah.
Wow.
They lost the first group stage game and he wasn't there. He wasn't there.
Yo,
That's crazy.
Apparently, from what we heard, they paid him like 80 or 100K just to play in that tournament.
play in the tournament.
Him.
Yeah, but what an investment though, 100K.
Yeah.
Where's that guy playing? Is he playing pro?
He plays 7v7 pro.
Oh,
wow.
So in 2019 or 20, I think, he was voted like the best 7v7 player in the world.
Okay, so makes sense then.
Wow.
Yeah, he's Brazilian and
Wow.
so yeah, no, bro. Every ball they kicked at him, he just took one touch and kept the ball.
Yeah.
Moved the ball, kept the ball. His feet are silky. He's good. He's good.
We played against like so many big names like Stephen Ireland. Ireland. He also played for Man City. Like he was a baller too. There's a bunch of other ballers. Some striker, I don't remember his name.
That played in EPL, no?
EPL. He played for Everton and now he's playing like top division Turkish league.
Yeah.
He's still playing right now.
Benteke?
No, he's such a I forgot his name, but Raheem slapped him in the face.
Slapped him in the face and go had him in his pocket.
No.
So, like there was a lot of ballers to be
Well,
honest.
Fabregas was there too, right?
Yeah, but he didn't play.
He didn't play. Yeah, he was coaching. Who else was there?
Nice, though.
He got like the starting striker for his Como team.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Cutrone, I think, right? The guy who used to play
Oh,
for Milan.
Cutrone, he played for Milan. Yeah. He used to be a young star.
He's not that old. He's
Still like
I think
26.
I think he's 26. Yeah.
so he brought him. He brought a bunch of other ballers. There's a lot of ballers to be honest. A lot of really good players. I think in that tournament you have to get a little bit lucky. There's gonna be not even a little bit, a lot of luck because we were down like I was saying like 3 or 4 games, and those teams had breakaways on us in the golden goal. Like in the round of 16, we're playing Mo Ali. They had a breakaway to win the game. John Smitty, shout out to him. Best
John,
goalie
bro.
in Canada by
Easily.
far. He's so good, good. Made a crazy save, and I think off of that save there was like a goal line clearance by Sammy. Played Raheem bodied some player. Played Damien too, and then we won. Like literally like 20 seconds in between just for us to win the game.
Yeah.
It could have went either way in any of the games. So, but yeah, that
More
player
heart.
really stood out.
More hurt.
Yeah. My heart.
Canadian mentality.
That's crazy though. It's true because like who would have thought a Canadian team would have made the finals, right? And how's that feeling too? Like putting that's your logo going to the finals, right? It's like crazy, man.
So it's sick, they don't rate us still, because like
They think it's luck. It was luck.
not that I don't think that they think it is luck. It's just because we're Canadian, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because like even at the end, like yes, we were a Canadian team, but we were SLCFC. The headlines was Canada versus USA.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
You always want that to be like the topic, right? Canada versus USA type of thing. Yeah.
Maybe they wanted that.
100%.
Maybe that's what they wanted.
100%.
And there's
Yeah.
more like there's some proper ballers playing this year. Balotelli, Nani, yeah,
Cardi, yeah.
yeah, bro.
That's
Crazy.
Watch your hotel with Balotelli, man. So you throw fireworks everywhere.
Yeah, Ocho was there too.
You saw it in the gym? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro, did he not learn his lesson?
No, he's never.
He's never. Well, that's the thing too, man. Well, not all, but most footballers, bro. They at heart they're always big kids.
Yeah.
It's the kid, the childish mentality.
That's the thing. You see, like, all professionals, even when they're trained, like, bro,
Horsing
around, they flicking each other's ears. Exactly. Man. At the end of the day, all footballers are children just playing their sport, their favorite sport.
Yeah.
They've never grown. That's sick though. But yeah, next year you guys, a couple months you guys will be back, right? So back for revenge. You guys will have a lot of doubters. People think that you guys got there by luck, but you're gonna show them all, right?
Hopefully, yeah. Nani's out here assembling the Avengers.
Nani, yeah, man. It's Nani. He's gonna call Ronaldo too or what?
I'm just surprised, man.
That'd be nice to see.
It's no match for some Canadian boys though.
That's okay. Nani's not in shape. That's what I mean. Nazir's not in shape.
He's looking chubby.
A little bit. I want to talk about a little bit like what you guys are up to now. Obviously, you're doing the coaching and you're playing Vaughan right now. Obviously, we're in Vaughan here right now. We're Vaughan guys. You think Vaughan is like, or Vaughan soccer is like the best football like institution like in Ontario and Canada, like producing ballers?
I'm not even being biased. It's just. I mean, stats don't lie. Like none of these things don't lie. You could tell like all the guys who made it professional from the club. I only got better at soccer because I'm at that club. But yeah, no, it's bred, and the culture there is knock ball. Like we knock ball, we buzz, and we pop champagne. Those are like the funny niches that we have for the club, and like it translates into the type of football that we play. But no. If you have a kid, you have a young kid, bring them to Vaughan, and the likelihood of them doing something with football, if that's what you want for your child, it will just be up there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what's making Vaughan so elite? Is it that culture that Carmen Patrice built?
Yeah, from the ground up, 100%. Like it's just they try to institutionalize the European mentality, I want to say, and I think that's what it is. The mentality is like, and it's crazy too because I think my first year at Vaughan, I just finished school and I'm I just had my daughter, so I needed to start working, and then Pat was like, "What do you need to work for?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? What do I need to work for?"
My daughter.
And my daughter, what do you need money for? He's like, "Man, you're training from Monday to Friday, training Monday to Fridays, and not all clubs do that. Even in League One, they'll have 2 or 3 trainings a week. We were there Monday to Friday. Time off was a privilege. We didn't get it at all. And it's the culture is I feel like that's what it is. It's in Europe, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's you're living, breathing, and eating soccer, and that's their mentality or their idea of how football should be is like how it is in Europe, and that's why players that are there are so successful.
I think they set the bar really high. Those 2 coaches, especially Carmen, Patrice. I've never played under them, to be honest, but I've seen them coach, obviously.
And everyone knows about them.
Everyone knows.
You say Carmen, I've heard of them. Everyone knows them.
Everyone knows those things, especially, and they just set in their environment. They set the bar so high. So when you go there, even if you're not that good of a player, you know you're gonna get better. The standard is high there. You're training 4 or 5 times a week, playing a game maybe once or twice. Raheem, I'm like, yo, what are you saying? Do you want to chill? He's like, practice today. I have a game tomorrow. I'm like, okay, yo, let's book an appointment for a month.
Yeah, so no, that's and that's what it was for the past 4 years with friends and family. It's I have a brief period of maybe from let's say October to January where I have a lot more free time, And then preseason will start, like, say, for instance, last month in February. And then it's like Monday to Friday, whatever times you give. Like, I have training. And I can't go the night before because I have training. And that's what I mean, like, the culture and the mentality. Because, like, you go to a fun training session and you're a good player and you have a shit training session, you have a bad day. You have a really bad day. And that's and then, like, and that's, like, how it is for footballers. Like, if you actually like the sport, you always want to do well. You want to excel. You want to, do better. If you have a bad training session, then you're just waiting till the next day so you could go and play, redeem yourself and play better. And I found like there's certain things I had to give up, and, like, like, I needed to sleep because, like, you go and you ass, like, you're either not starting or you're not in the lineup, or you're benched and stuff like that. And, like, it's like the real deal. But obviously we're only playing League One, but it's like the professional, like, standard I've won is just up here. Yeah, it's up here.
That's the best. This is home. This is Vaughan. It's the best. What would you say, like, what's something that Carm taught you or did for you that, like, specifically that made you improve as a player? Like, your mentality, maybe something tactically, your game.
I think it's for me, it was my mentality. Like, because it's like I'd like to say I'm a good player. I'm a decent player, but, like, to an extent, the best players have a bit of arrogance.
Yeah, of course.
Have a bit of, like, who do you think you are? I'm gonna run you over. I'm gonna beat you. Go and score. And that's where I kind of, like, the last year and a half started to tweak a bit in my head. But for that, because, like, I could change games and, like, I could get guys going, and, like, he's like, you can't do everything on your own. You can't do everything on your own. You need to get the lads going, and, like, so that's what I've been trying to, like, that's what he's taught me. It's like, okay, whatever, you're not Messi, so try to get the guys around you to just get going, start buzzing, and then it's hard, man. It's hard because some guys, they don't have the quality, but just if you could get their energies going, just running and kicking and try to impact the game in a positive way. That's sort of what he's instilled in me and still trying to instill in me. Because sometimes I'll shut off, and when that's what I notice about myself. And that's what's crazy because when I'm not having a good game, I'm quiet. The whole game, I'm quiet. But, like, if you hear me being vocal, I'm yelling and running, that's when I'm usually buzzing. And I know that because of Carm.
Yeah, he'll tell you straight up.
Carm,
wake the fuck up.
Yeah, and that culture's paid off. Like, we sent Vaughan players to the World Cup.
Yeah. Yo.
How crazy is that?
Kamal Miller, Alistair, Dane.
was on the team.
Yeah. Those guys, absolute ballers. And, like, Abs and I had the privilege of playing with them. Was it Canada Games
with Team Ontario.
Yeah.
Always on our team. Dane was on our team. Jeez. A pretty good team. Yeah, this was in 2013. Couple ballers. It's nice to see them play at the World Cup, to be honest. Yeah. The sport is growing now, too.
Unreal. And on the coaching side of things, what made you kind of want to get into that? And what value do you think you're bringing to these pro players? Because, right, like, I seen you've been training Oso, some other guys, too. Like, what do you bring to the table?
Honestly, like, it's like any young player or whatever, a player who had the dream to become a professional. Now, like, okay, like, I got there. Yeah, I didn't do it for long, maybe like a very short period. But, like, now what can I instill in these, like, players that are here? What does it take to get to that next level? Like, how can I make you better than I am? Like, Raheem could tell you, and everyone else that I've coached, even also and Lucas, like, they know, like, I'm super passionate when I'm coaching. I'll be screaming it. It doesn't matter who it is in front of me.
6-year-olds.
It doesn't matter who it is in front of me. Even the parents are there. I'll be screaming at the player. Like, Raheem himself, I've done a lot of sessions with him too, just because he's here. Like, I scream at him to the whole time. Like, the whole session, he hears me just
figure it out, pick it up, come on.
Not good enough. Yeah. So I guess, like, by yelling, I try to tell a lot of the kids, like, I'm not yelling at you to get on. Like, there's no reason for me to hate you regardless. Like, you're trying to do something with your sport, and I'm experienced. Like, I know what I'm doing, and I'm trying to get you there. I need to get on you. I need to prepare you for that next level. When you get to the professional environment, like, I tell all the kids, like, you're gonna get there. It's a business. Believe me, this is not fun and games. This is not your under 13, under 14 club. Your coach is not gonna say, "Oh, are you okay? Okay, now go on for like 20 minutes at the end of the game or something." Like, no, that's not what's gonna happen. They're gonna stomp on you. Like we've been in environments where like you're on the ground, no one is getting you up, everyone's gonna laugh at you. Like you gotta mentally be prepared for that. And if you can't handle me yelling at you, then what are you gonna do when like I don't even if you're playing professionally, 30,000 fans are yelling at you, you're trash. Like, it's what I try to do with a lot of the kids that I coach, and obviously I moved like a little bit more to like the high profile players that you've seen. Even them, like it was a privilege coaching these guys, and it's only gonna get better from here. Believe me, there's gonna be more and more. Like hopefully that's the goal. But like just with where we started, just when I drifted off on my own, obviously, they were wicked, man. Like training, like imagine training and also Lucas playing against Messi right now. Actually, shout out to Lucas. I hope he beats him.
Yeah,
Messi fan?
go.
Lucas, they're playing in the CONCACAF right now.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, like also was wicked. Like the level, like now when you coach also or train him, you see that like now this is the level you need to get to play pro. Now I know I've seen that level. Now I can go to like a 17, 18 or whatever year old, be like, hey, like this is not good enough. Believe me, this is not good enough. If you all seen like also passes, I'm like, this guy is different. Like he's different. There's no like. It makes sense why he's the captain of TST now, played at the World Cup and played at a really high level. Like even Lucas himself as well, like wicked player. And we had the privilege of playing against Lucas too. And I played with him at North Toronto.
His journey is crazy.
Yeah, Lucas had the best stories, the best story by far. Like starting at UFT, but maybe one day you'll bring him here yourself.
Yeah, man. If he's watching, man.
No.
Welcome.
Sure,
Funny thing, you're talking about Nashville or seeing Miami. They're winning 1-0 right now.
Nashville?
Yeah. And a Canadian scored.
Lucas scored by any chance?
A Canadian did score.
A Canadian did?
Schaffelberg.
South did.
So I was on trial with him. So when I was on my trial at TFC, he was there that same week. I think he was in, I forget what school he was. I think it was Berkshire or something like that. And kid's pacey.
He's fast, man. He's fast.
Good left footed, man.
PC lad. PC. I want to tap into like current footy a little bit. You're a City fan, Barca fan. Tell me about KDB because that's your guy. Is he the best mid ever?
I don't think ever. I think right now and for the past, I want to say 5 years, he's been consistently KDB, and that's the thing. I can't really compare him to any other CMs or like because like no one does what he does, and like obviously there are a lot of center mids that are good. Shout out to you guys, but KDB is just on a different level. I'm sorry.
Wait, who you saying shout out to? Which guys?
Like a Cruz. A Cruz is
like,
balling.
a Modric, Cruz,
Modric is up.
Like those guys do their thing, and I'd like to say that KDB is more of an offensive side of things,
Advanced state.
Yeah, but
it's Foden better right now. He has to be better.
He's on terrorist.
Sorry, I can't.
Right now,
I can't. He's in good form, but
Maybe
I can't
in
agree he's
2024,
better.
I'm not gonna say better. Like, if you ask me, am I picking Foden or KDB? I'm picking KDB.
I'm still picking KDB.
Even now.
Yeah, I'm still taking KDB.
he's making a big impact, man. I think Foden's really like breaking into the player he's supposed to be like from before.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's just this season. It's just only been a short period of time. Yeah, if he starts doing it for a while, then okay.
And mind you, you have to also consider like it's just Pep not playing.
Exactly.
It's not his fault. Because
Are you a big Pep guy?
I am a big Pep guy only because like he came from Barca and he was a Barca fan, so it's like his philosophy. I like what he brings to what he brought to every single team that he's been coaching.
Where's that?
Can Pep do it at a smaller club with less money?
That's a big question because he's at comfortable situations.
He does. He's always been like put into comfortable situations. Do I think he can? I don't think he could get those players to do what he wants. No, I don't think. And really specific coaches can get the best out of you. I think he gets the best out of big players, but I don't think he could get the best out of little players.
Yeah.
That's facts.
On Pep, I was a big Pep fan to be honest because he coached Barca.
Yeah.
the fact that he struggled to win it with Bayern at a point, and he needed to spend so much money at City to win the Champions League, it's just like it just questions him a little bit, his ability to win with like
He literally tweaks.
yeah.
No season, you'd be like, no, I'm not.
Even in UCL finals when he didn't start Rodri that one time.
Yeah, that's insane.
Tweaking.
Yeah.
Fernandinho's, it's, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, bro.
He tweaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when he lost to Madrid in the Bernabeu, I was gonna break.
Those Rodrigo goals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rodrigo
Yeah.
goals. He took off Mars. He took off all his attack.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this is terrible.
Overthinks too much.
He lost the plot.
100%.
I think against Inter, I think Inter could have tied the game.
Inter were the better
Honestly,
team.
Inter were the better team.
Inter were the better team.
Definitely. I agree. Thank God we won.
We got to talk a little bit though. I wanna know you guys' thoughts on Pedri. Because I seen you post a story once you were feeling like Pedri.
Whoa.
What did that mean? Is that, like, were you feeling injured or feeling like a baller?
The man is. They abuse him physically.
Oh, so you were just tired that day.
Yeah. Bro, the man looked like he played 6 games in one day, but like I think that calendar year he had like one of the most games ever played as a player.
Yeah.
Second most.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah. After me.
Yeah.
It's because that year he played Euros and Olympics.
Yeah.
Fuck.
To be honest, like they should learn. Now he's injured here and there. Like
It's gonna be like that through his
gotta
whole
learn
career.
from like Jack Grealish. Like he played. Look at Jack Grealish. His career, after 16, what did he do? 17. Like career fell downhill. I don't know. But I love Pedri.
Oh, he's so talented.
Man.
Like I'm a big eye test guy, and he passes my eye test. Like, he's such a baller.
He's so good. But like, is he dominant in today's game? Pedri, like this is the only thing. Is
Because there's often that comparison, like Pedri versus Bellingham.
Bellingham. That's the
Bellingham's like dominant, effective, but you go to Pedri, like he's a pure talent.
Yeah.
So like you pick your poison, right? It's tough.
I would still take Pedri. I'm a Barcelona.
I take Jude every day.
Every day. Yeah, he's
Drew, you're just a dog.
Yeah.
It's dog. So
Madrid is just not fair, man. Buying everybody. I hate Madrid.
Facts.
Jesus,
right in.
Jesus,
Fits right in.
Jesus.
Facts.
We had this little debate once. Like it was going like crazy on Twitter too. Like your favorite genre of footballer. So like some people were saying like they like a target man, like a stocky 9 or like a quick winger. Like what's your guys' favorite kind of player?
I think my favorite part, my quick way.
Yeah.
So like Neymar,
Yeah.
freaking Jesus Navas,
Oof. Jesus Navas, bro. Down that wing
freaking
for Man City.
Sprinters.
Yeah.
Usain Bolt on the wing.
Yeah, like Dave, for example, he loves like a nice 6, like a Busquets.
Busquets.
Right?
They're not gonna get one of those again.
No, that's the thing. That's why.
into that right now.
Rodri, I guess.
Yeah, but still not even close.
It's not even close.
Not the
He's
same.
he's not techie.
No.
He just
People don't understand how techie
Just-
Busquets was.
Busquets
was
is
so
so
techie.
Rodri's just clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd get out of tight spaces. Busquets was different.
Yeah,
I watched
The
them.
comps of him?
amazing,
insane.
bro. Yeah, he's like a pre-mantis.
Yeah.
Doing ballerina. Amazing. Yeah.
He plays the whole game just like jogging. I don't think he ever has been full speed. I just saw one video today of him versus Araujo in a little competition, like 1v1. He's just like literally turning back and forth. Araujo had no idea where to go. He's like,
Just outsmarted.
yeah.
So you don't get that much.
It's crazy. I want to hear you guys' opinion. Like this is a classic debate. These 3 mids. Zidane, Modric, Iniesta.
Oof.
Like
Rank or like
Rank.
picking?
Rank.
I know
You
he's
already
picking.
know.
Sure.
For me, it's straight Iniesta. I love Iniesta. Iniesta
He's
is
your
my
GOAT
favorite
mid?
player of all time. Like I love Iniesta. He's just like, like that's who I looked up to. That's my role model looking up. He's just my size. Just played the same.
Oh, you
way.
modeled your game after him.
Yeah.
Sick.
I would say Iniesta. I know Zidane is probably gonna be up there, but I would say Iniesta, Zizou, and then Modric.
Yeah.
That's what I would.
I was going Zizou. Iniesta, Modric.
I feel like Iniesta is like an actual player you'll never see again
Never.
because he like thrived in every position. Like
He was like a KDB, but like a magician. He just did everything everywhere on the pitch.
Yeah.
It's everything everywhere on the pitch.
coaching him to do something, he's gonna thrive
Yeah.
in that
Made
position.
it look so easy, like getting out of certain situations.
Yeah.
I'm like, how?
The croquetas all day.
The man played left wing for Spain. Take that in.
He was like
The
the first
man was
player.
playing left wing and he was balling still.
He revolutionized that position.
Yeah.
Like, all the fullbacks now are techie because of that.
Mhm.
Because they have to invert. Not like on the wing sprint heads up. Yeah. Coming in invert to combine and play and touch ball.
It's rare to find those kind of players again, to be honest. And although he was small, like he was like
He was strong for his name, yeah.
I never
one
seen
game
him
against
get pushed
AC
off the ball.
Milan.
He does.
He pushed Boateng off the ball like both times.
He's slippery though too. Like
Yeah.
you can't like. I feel like when people just try going, like he'll stop or he'll just like get in front of you somehow. You just can't. He's just one of those players, man.
For sure. Who did you model your game after?
Bro, so many players, man. Like, so like right before I went to Ryerson, I had one game where I played CDM with my coach. For the longest time, I was trying to convince myself I'm a CDM. so I was trying to model my game off of Yaya Toure.
Jeez, another baller.
So for the longest time, there was that. Also, obviously, Neymar 100% went out because I'm naturally a winger.
Mhm.
And then I think, my late in years has just been KDB that I started to take so much pride in passing and just the ability of how, like, the type of passes.
Yeah.
So, like, and, like, everyone will tell you when I'm playing, like, if I make a nice do, like, you guys know KDB? Does any of you know KDB?
Jeez. That's live.
It's like lad.
100%. But guys, look. Insane chat. Dope convo. It was super dope hearing you guys' stories, like all those sick experiences you guys have. But I got one more question for both of you. Who's your GOAT?
Greatest of all time?
Yeah.
Are we going off the two?
No, anybody.
Whatever you want.
Like, go.
I mean, if it's one of the two, sure.
There's
But who's
only
your
one
GOAT?
goal. There's only one goal. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
Gotta be Messi. It's just Messi. That's it.
Why?
Messi's just a goat. There's no debate after Messi. Ronaldo is the second best player of all time. That's huge. You're the second best player of all time. Congratulations. But Messi is the GOAT. Like, there's no debate after the World Cup. People are gonna say it's bought, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Coach. And Mbappe
He
got
says
two
it.
penalties in the finals.
Yeah.
There's a lot of debate. You can go back and forth. As I said, like, you want Messi's talent, Ronaldo's
Mindset.
Messi's
Yeah.
just like a footballer. Ronaldo's like a machine.
Okay, so when I'm thinking about GOATs, I'm not factoring all those trophy stuff and whatnot. I'm talking about someone who made me love football, and I have to go with Dino.
Dino.
Yeah, it's class.
Dino, and even I want to say Neymar because like whatever. Messi also is close because I watch Messi and like I get goosebumps because of the things he does. But then you watch Dino or Neymar and you're like, but what? Like, what are you guys doing? What are you thinking? How do you do these things? Like I saw a clip of him recently of Neymar like at Santos. He got the ball in the half turn, took the ball of the side of his foot, megged the guy, took like side of foot, going to go meg the guy, froze the defender and scored. I'm like, yo, that's like Messi's not doing that. Messi's doing other stuff. Messi's not doing that.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that's
Neymar was different.
Prime Neymar.
No strip Neymar.
No strip.
Yeah.
Shaved head.
Barca Neymar was different.
Neymar.
He's still there.
He's not.
Even after ACL.
Yeah.
We'll see, bro.
hope.
This guy wishes every day.
God has.
Does he have another World Cup?
2026 is Brazil's.
Yeah.
This guy says that every year,
this
man.
before.
Yeah.
The last one, you should have heard these guys. Alex.
I think Brazil's taking it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, who are you gonna say? Italy?
No. I'll give you the answer when it gets closer to that day.
It's
It's not going to be Brazil. Really.
Like, who do you guys think is in?
Well, I'm Brazilian, so I'm gonna say Brazil every single year. I do think they can though. Like
Brazil's a good chance.
On paper, 100%.
Yeah.
like there's a lot of nice young talent coming up for Brazil. Endrick,
Yeah.
he's going to Madrid.
Of course.
Vitor Roque on Barca.
One of their careers
He stinks.
go downhill.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, he's played like 2 games.
They don't even play him anymore.
I don't know. Anything could happen, I think.
No, Brazil is Vinny, right?
Yeah.
Guys are gonna be
Brazil, France, too.
Spain. I love Spain.
Yeah.
I think Spain.
Man, Spain needs some. I feel like
You need a
They
9.
need a 9.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
they
But
need a 9.
Morata.
that guy's nothing.
They don't move the way they used
He's
to.
washed.
For real.
Yeah, bro.
Give him another Iniesta, man. Bring him back. They have another chance.
They need another
Never.
David Villa.
Pedri's supposed to be that regen.
No,
but-
he's nothing like Iniesta, man.
Bro,
I
he's
feel like he has the
silky like
qualities,
that.
He has the qualities to be.
He does. He has
But
it.
I don't think he's impactful.
True.
He's just more rowdy.
That's Gavi though.
Yeah. Oh, Pedri.
I love
talking about?
Gavi too.
Oh, Pedri. Yeah.
I love Gavi.
I don't like Gavi.
Me neither.
You don't like his
No?
He's just psychotic. Like, he's running
But like,
kicking everybody.
but like, there's no one like him.
Yeah,
That's why. That's why you need it. That's
That's
why.
why I like him because he's such a different profile from
Any other Barca
La
player.
Masia player.
Yeah, you've never seen that before from a Barca player.
he's like techie, but like it's just
He's like Sergio Mal Ramos with
for real. For real.
midfield.
And small.
Yeah.
That's-
feisty.
Feisty guy. He loves
Because
to
I
fight.
feel like we could go on forever.
No, literally, yeah.
Just talking
I
ball.
cannot shut up.
For real. But no,
man.
always could talk ball forever. But like I said, we appreciate you guys coming by, sharing your story. We're gonna be tapped into what you guys are gonna do in TST with the coaching too, and Vaughan. We're Vaughan guys, so we want Vaughan to win. Oh,
Bring it back to Canada, man. Bring the trophy back to Canada.
Do our best, guys.
bring that trophy back.
Try, we'll do our best for sure.
We have to get you guys in here sometime again for sure. We had a blast.
100%.
Guys, be sure to follow them, Raheem and Abs on IG. Check them out and be the culture.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having us, boys. Thanks.
Anytime.
Honestly.